Hey there, TRASTRA fans. By the time you watch this, Trump has launched his cryptocurrency platform, World Liberty Financial, it's called. The announcement, billed as a State of Crypto address, was streamed on X at 8 p.m. EDT from Mar-a-Lago. In a video released Thursday on Twitter, on X, Trump declared, quote, "We're embracing the future with crypto and leaving the slow and outdated big banks behind." The launch comes after Trump hinted at the venture last month on Truth Social, his media platform, where he urged Americans to resist financial elites. The related Telegram channel, initially called the Defiant Ones, has been rebranded as the official Trump DeFi channel. All I have to say at this point is, oh my God. Anyway, by now we all know that despite once labeling cryptocurrency a scam, Trump has pivoted to a pro-crypto stance, promising to make the US the crypto capital of the planet if he wins in November. But knowing Trump, it's a virtual guarantee that once the slow, outdated big banks show him some love, he'll fall on his back. He's done that many times before. If you remember, big banks thrived under Trump's presidency thanks to a slew of deregulation measures and tax breaks. The 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act slashed the corporate tax rate from 35% to 21%. Trump's administration also dismantled key parts of the Dodd-Frank Act. I don't know if you're familiar with this. Google it. It's an important legislation meant to keep banks in check after the 2008 crash. Trump reduced compliance costs by $50 billion with another $50 billion in cuts planned for 2020, way back in 2016-17. The financial sector enjoyed a nearly 50% rise in the S&P 500 under Trump's watch, buoyed by a booming economy and low unemployment rates before the pandemic hit. So don't be fooled by this sudden pivot to anti-bank rhetoric. Just keep in mind that you're dealing with a scam artist, so I guess he'll feel right at home in DeFi. In the meantime, welcome to episode 127 of your beloved TRASTRA Newsreel. The UK Parliament introduced the Property, Digital Assets, etc. bill, making a historic move to recognize digital assets, including cryptocurrencies, non-fungible tokens, and carbon credits as personal property under British law. This legislation positions the UK as a leader in the global crypto space by providing legal clarity and protection against fraud and scams for owners and companies. It also aids judges in handling disputes involving digital assets, such as divorce settlements and others. Mastercard, we love Mastercard here at TRASTRA, and very soon you will know why. So Mastercard has agreed to acquire threat intelligence firm Recorded Future for $2.65 billion, enhancing its cybersecurity capabilities amid rising cyber threats in the digital payments landscape. The acquisition aligns with Mastercard's strategic push into value-added services, including cybersecurity solutions, expected to close by the end of the first quarter of 2025. The deal underscores the critical role of robust security in the evolving digital economy. Amen to that. SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, the former CEO of collapsed cryptocurrency exchange FTX, has filed an appeal nearly a year after his fraud conviction. Sentenced to 25 years in prison on multiple federal counts of fraud and conspiracy, Bankman-Fried claims he was denied a fair trial and is seeking a new one under a different judge. His lawyers argue he was presumed guilty before being charged and assert that FTX was never insolvent, with assets worth billions to repay customers. Meanwhile, ex-colleague Caroline Ellison seeks leniency after cooperating with prosecutors against him. It's a fascinating case. I gotta tell you, I've followed this thing for months now, and it's just, I'm expecting a series, really. HBO should do a series on this. This is like really fascinating. Robinhood has relisted XRP, igniting optimism in the cryptocurrency community. The brokerage updated supported assets page to include XRP, but there's a twist. It's currently available only to customers in the European Union, which is you, and TRASTRA supports XRP. You remember that, right? This move follows Robinhood's acquisition of Bitstamp earlier this year and comes after significant legal developments in Ripple Labs' case against the US, against the SEC, providing more regulatory clarity for XRP. Yeah, so all that's good for exchanges and everybody and investors, because XRP is now up 3.75% to 0.59 cents, that is dollar cents. With Grayscale launching the first XRP trust, prospects for more support and even a spot ETF have increased, so we'll see what happens there. It's just too early to tell though. Americans were duped out of more than $5.6 billion last year through fraud and schemes involving cryptocurrency, the FBI said in a report released last Monday that shows a 45% jump in losses from 2022. The FBI received nearly 70,000 complaints in 2023 by victims of financial fraud involving Bitcoin, ETH, and other cryptocurrencies, according to the FBI. The most rampant scheme was investment fraud, which accounted for $3.96 billion of the losses. There was a very interesting hearing on September 10th in the U.S. House Subcommittee on Digital Assets, Financial Technology, and Inclusion that I recommend you check out in its entirety. I'll drop the link to it in the description, although you can easily Google it yourself. The discussion focused on decentralized finance, naturally, DeFi, its potential benefits, and the associated risks, particularly in the context of regulation and consumer protection. There were some very interesting people there. They covered the transformative potential of DeFi. Well, they feel DeFi has transformative potential. Its ability to enable peer-to-peer transactions without intermediaries. It's like those transactions are going to take place in Ether, no intermediaries. And the challenges it poses to traditional financial regulatory frameworks. There was debate on the need for new regulations tailored to DeFi versus applying existing financial regulations, with various perspectives offered by different witnesses and committee members. Well, like I said, it was a fascinating 2-hour conversation. Give it a listen. Very briefly, my view of DeFi is that integrating it into TradFi is an extremely bad idea. It's basically a digital casino, but without the Vegas pageantry. And sprinkling some regulations over it basically creates more reasons for people to break laws. Anyway, we can talk about it in the comment section and in our Telegram community. Make sure to sign up for that if you haven't already. Researchers have uncovered more than 280 malicious Android apps using optical character recognition, the OCR technology, optical character recognition, to steal cryptocurrency wallet credentials from infected devices. Masquerading as legitimate apps from banks, government services, and utilities, these apps secretly collect text messages, contacts, and stored images, sending them to remote servers controlled by the app developers. None of the apps are available on Google Play, and they're distributed through phishing messages. The malware, primarily targeting South Korea, has begun spreading to the UK, demonstrating a sophisticated campaign aimed at expanding its reach and victim base. So just make sure to stay vigilant and very attentive. You're playing with fire here. I already mentioned SBF's former girlfriend. While she's asking not to be sent to prison for her involvement in the collapse of FTX, Caroline Ellison's lawyers told a Manhattan federal judge in a memo filed last Tuesday, that she deserves leniency in light of her immediate and complete acceptance of responsibility, her extraordinary, impactful cooperation, end quote, including 3 days of testifying as a government witness at Bankman-Fried's fraud trial. Wow, that bitch, Jesus. Ellison, who headed FTX's sister trading firm Alameda Research, provided the most damning testimony at Bankman-Fried's trial. She described how he instructed her to make misleading balance sheets for investors to hide Alameda's liabilities to FTX, and how he chose to make risky investments despite knowing it would most likely draw down on customer funds. This is disgusting behavior. I hate this. Here's an interesting news. Swift, you remember, not Taylor Swift. Swift, the firm, has announced plans to integrate regulated digital assets and currencies, including central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, into its global payment network. However, the firm warns of potential digital islands due to fragmented platforms and regulatory complexities, as over 130 countries are exploring CBDCs but face challenges in global integration. It's still in early stages, but I'm really going to follow this because it potentially has tremendous implications on the crypto space. So there's this company called Agile Energy X, a subsidiary of Tokyo Electric Power Company, or TEPCO. It's actually the 4th largest global energy producer, and it plans to enter Bitcoin mining to utilize excess renewable energy efficiently. President Kenji Taitawa stated the project, inspired by power control challenges since 2018, could foster more green energy production in Japan. The mining process would allow energy producers to manage output by temporarily halting power generation and using surplus energy. We can talk about it in the comment section. My view of Bitcoin mining, it's extremely wasteful, but it's a very long and really extremely complicated topic. We can talk about it on Telegram or on YouTube, so just drop me a comment. The $800 billion Standard Chartered Bank has officially entered the digital asset space in the United Arab Emirates, launching a new custody service that will initially support Bitcoin and Ethereum. The bank is licensed by the Dubai Financial Services Authority and based in the Dubai International Financial Center. The first client to come on board is Braven Howard Digital, the cryptocurrency division of hedge fund Braven Howard. So you get the idea. I mean, this thing is really, really going places. And finally, Bloomberg recently wrote that guarding crypto assets is becoming a lucrative business. It's a pretty interesting write-up. I'll drop the link in the description. Basically, the Wall Street wants in. They want to guard your assets. In a traditional investment world, asset custody is pretty straightforward, but in the $2 trillion cryptocurrency market, or as I call Cryptoverse, a favorite playground for hackers and fraudsters, custody is anything but boring. This complexity makes crypto custody services up to 10 times more expensive than safeguarding traditional assets. Just remember that this thing is factored into whatever it costs for you to be on the exchange. Remember that custody costs money. and just, select the right partner for that. Crypto native firms like Coinbase and BitGo have been leading the way, but now big Wall Street players like BNY Mellon, State Street, and Citigroup are showing interest despite regulatory uncertainties. I mean, the custody market is right now about $300 million. It's growing at an estimated 30% annually. And the moral of the story is basically the same. Crypto custody is becoming a big business. So if you trust your crypto to somebody, keep in mind that these people are mostly out to make a buck. So be sure to select a reliable partner, someone trustworthy like TRASTRA. We've been in the marketplace for over 7 years now. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Make sure to subscribe to our Telegram channel, become a member of our community, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.